So, this is also a bit late, but uh, this finally came in the mail just today, and I figured I'd talk about it. So, first off, I read through this issue 3 times, and on the third time, I finally noticed this. It's kind of hard to see, but there we go. It says Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, I just noticed that little reference there. For those of you who don't know what Echo the Dolphin was, uh, it was a video game franchise thing, and it's about a dolphin named Echo. That's all I'll really say about it for right now. But I don't know. Looking at it, kind of makes me want to see like a reboot of Echo the Dolphin, like this character fighting the Black Arms. Uh, I think that'd be pretty funny and cool. But okay, well, on to the actual issue is the case of the Pirate Princess, Part One, Dial C for Chaotix. So the issue starts out with Vector talking to himself when Echo comes in and says that she has a case for them. The Princess of Meropis, I think it's pronounced. The underwater city from Waves of Change, basically. And she's saying that the princess was kidnapped and she's looking for them and she needs the Chaotix's help. So they agree, as you can see, and they go to the docks in Westopolis to find out more about what's going on. This guy spills everything pretty quickly, and that she was kidnapped by pirates, and they're on an island called the Knives. So they go in search of it, and on the way there, they get a little bit more information about the princess with some funny scenes right there. Then, oh wait, they accidentally hit Razor there, and they go outside, and Vector gets attacked by him. It's kind of funny, actually. So they calm down and start arguing instead of fighting, which which leads to Razor talking about why he's here, and Vector asks like, why is he here, and start getting suspicious of him. But then this thing shows up, and they all get captured by pirates. And that's where the issue ends. So, off the bat, I will say, if you haven't read the Sonic comic origins for Razor, I would not recommend looking at it until after this arc, because if I'm right, which I might be, this is that Sonic comic origins may kind of spoil something, or inadvertently spoil one of the surprises later in this arc about Razor. Though I'm sure we'll learn more of it in part 2. So if you haven't read that Sonic Comic Origins, I would wait until after this arc. So part 1 itself, it's a good start. It's pretty funny in times, and it looks really nice. But one thing to mention is that this is written by Aaliyah Baker. So her tackling this arc is probably going to make it one of the more interesting arcs, because everything that she's done in the post reboot universe has been pretty good. I'd say the only thing that's really kinda iffy is Sparks of Life, but I have high hopes for this. It's pretty funny at times. Writing it's all there, but I do have some concerns for this arc, specifically with this last page. Okay, so right now we have a ton of characters right here. We have the Chaotix, we have Razor, Echo, Princess, as well as the other pirates. So that's a lot of characters for this little arc here. And from the looks of things, he might get some development later on in this arc. And so might she? Maybe? Might be something. But my main concern are these guys. Well, not really so much her, but the rest of them. Because I don't want them to be just like flat, one-dimensional villains. Though he looks kind of boring, to be honest. So I'm kind of worried about like what they're gonna do with these characters to make them interesting. And what I read of the Sowitz stuff, I don't quite remember if this was correct, so go ahead and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it was part 4 where it was talking about like some kind of evil being released. Okay, that was my mistake. It says ancient power, not like some kind of like evil thing. So, all right, that was my mistake. Yeah, it just talks about Captain Shellbreaker finding an ancient power. So that might be interesting, actually. So, all in all, this is an interesting start to the saga, and it's a bit slow. So I'm hoping the next 3 parts sort of pick up the pace a little bit, but not like rush too much. I mean, like 10 characters already, I kind of want to learn more about them. But if I remember correctly, which I'm kind of doubting myself here right now, I think the Chaotix themselves joined the pirates for a little bit, based on what this would say. I could be wrong about this, because I was already wrong once. So don't take my word for that. I'm not going to go look up the other Sowitz, so just if I remember correctly, which I hope I have. But yeah, this is a good arc so far. I have high hopes for it. Also, this off panel is hilarious.